Hello, I'm Dan Cheadle, and I'm the founder and president of Local Community Blast. We are based right here in West Michigan, right in Grand Rapids, Michigan, in Granville. And I'm glad that you're here. If you're here for the first time, I want to first of all just welcome you for taking a look at our opportunity. Right away, I want to just get right to the point. We are not a franchise opportunity. We certainly could be. We could very easily sell this for $5, $10, $20,000 and even make some money on you, but we're not interested in doing that. We've been in business for 6 years with a very, very successful business model that works. And so we're just going to continue right on that path. And we really believe that we're more interested in getting people involved in our business and working with us as partners and giving them a great opportunity to make a great living without having to, make a lot of money off of them, really, technically. In fact, our business model is in such that, and I'll get into that in just a minute, and I'll show you the numbers. But our business model is that we literally give you the profits, and I'll explain how that works in just a second. So we're not a multi-level marketing business or anything like that. So you can kind of take a deep breath and just realize that this is genuinely just a good business opportunity. What we do is we have a licensing agreement. And what we're doing is we take a market area that you're by, I'll just take, Fremont, Ohio. And you're in a great marketing area. You've got a lot of zip codes that you think you could develop. And we're going to license that marketing area to you. Typically, we license 6, 8, 10 zip codes in a marketing area, and that becomes your territory, very exclusive. You don't have to worry about anybody else coming in and competing with you on this. This is your exclusive marketing area. So, and what we're doing is we're licensing our name, Local Community Blast, our logo, to you to be able to market. Now, part of this is you're going to set up your own business. And you may already have a marketing business, or you might already have an advertising business set up, and that's great, because when you're out marketing and developing our business, people are going to ask, hey, this sounds great. I want to do this. Who do I write the check out to? And they're going to be writing the check to you. And we'll get into that in just a little bit as well. What I want to do is just kind of show you, and because you may not have had a chance to see our product yet, this is what our product is. And if you've been through our website at all, this is another one. This is a front and a back. These are 8 by 10 postcards. They're on a 14-point stock with a full color printing process, with a high gloss finish, with a UV coating, which we believe makes a big difference. When people get these out of their mailbox, they're very shiny. They can't miss them. I can tell you that people, this is the first thing they look at. They pull their mail out, they look at it, they get it, and it's like, wow, this is really cool. And we're instantly a hit in that community. So that's our product, and you can understand more about that as we go. I want to kind of get into just a little bit about the numbers breakdown on our business opportunity. If you're working with one of our team leaders, they may have already gone over the numbers with you, but I'm just going to kind of, and don't hold me to this, where this is not etched in stone, because there's some variables in there that depend. But let's just say that we have 11 ads, and I'm just going to kind of run through this real quickly with you. If you have 11 ads on a card, typically what you're going to end up with, and these are the numbers, and I'll go over it with you, you're generally going to have around $325 as an average cost. Our ads are between $300 and $349, so average up $325. You're generating about $3,500 in gross revenue every time one of these mailers goes out. Your cost is back to us as we do the printing. Now, I'm going to tell you right up front, we've had many people in the printing industry quote us, and they cannot even come close to matching our printing price that we get on these cards. So we really believe that that's really a great thing for us. So we do the printing, we do the graphics, we do all the ad layouts. And by the way, when we do designs for people, and when you come to us, you say, hey, I've got a customer, they need an ad, we typically don't charge for those ad layouts. That's all included in our price. I know a lot of companies do, and they make that extra money. But we believe that if we can give people a great product, a great price, and a great service, we're going to go a long way. And that's what we've built our business on so far, and it's worked. So printing, graphics, proofing, consulting with you and the customer on their ads, and shipping costs. That is generally going to be somewhere between $850, $900, give or take, delivered to your door. Your next part of getting that mailer out as your responsibility is about an hour and a half. Something that you can do while you watch TV is just doing the mail separation, getting the product ready to go to the post office the next morning. And again, an hour and a half, it's brainless. Like I said, you can watch TV while you're doing it. Your job is to take it to the post office. You're going to pay them out of your bank account for the postage, which is going to be roughly around $835. What you are going to end up with left over in your bank account, if you can see that, it's around $1,890. Now, that is not an etched in stone number because there's many variables. You might give some of your advertisers a little bit of a deal just to get it wrapped up. And when that happens, you may also have a lot more advertisers that are repeat advertisers on a little bit of a better deal. They might be paying $300. In that case, you're probably going to be closer to $3,300 in gross revenue, and you're going to be at $1,600 or $1,700 for the mailer. Now, let me tell you our cycle real quickly, and this is important for you to know. When we typically open a new market, it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get a mailer from start to finish with 11 ads. And the reason I say that is it takes a little bit of time to get that market going and to get out there and follow up with business owners and so forth. Over that 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to get that mailer done. It's going to go to the postal system. It's going to go out, and you're done. You're going to go on to the next mailer. It'll probably take another 2 to 3 weeks. When you cycle back around and you do that mailer for the second time, you're going to have repeat advertisers right away. You're going to have several that are going to say, "Hey, we love it. Put us back in." You may have 5 or 6 that you're going to have to empty slots that you have to fill back in, but you're going to have plenty of people to talk to because you're going to have lots of people that are going to say, "Follow back up with me." When you do this mailer a third time, and here this is important for you to understand, when you come back and do it a third time, it's only going to take you 3-4 days to do that mailer because you're now at this point going to have close to 20 or 25 or 30 advertisers that are going to be interested in going back in. You only have 11 spots. It should take you a very short period of time to do that mailer. And from that point on, like I said, we've been doing this for 6 years. So in 6 years, all of our markets are pretty much on cue. It takes about 3-4 days to do a mailer. I want to ask you a question. Is that good money for working about 3 or 4 days? And if you've been out there and you've been knocking on doors and you've been selling advertising or marketing or calling on businesses, then you know that's not the easiest job in the world. You want to make good money for doing that kind of work. And I believe that we have that kind of an opportunity. So I want to wrap this up very quickly. If you are interested in getting started and you are talking to one of our team leaders, there's a few things that you're going to need to get started. One is we're going to send you a licensing agreement that you can review that we will work with you on as far as your zip codes that you're going to have exclusivity on. Okay, that's number one. Number two is in addition to the agreement, you're going to need some materials. You can't go out and talk to people without one of these. You've got to have some business cards. It's got all your contact information on there. We're also going to be sending you some samples that you can start working with so that you've got some to show people. You want to have the real product. We also have sales sheets. And these sales sheets are very effective, and they are important for you to leave behind so that if you don't talk to the business owner, you can leave them something. Those generate lots of callbacks, lots of phone calls for people that are saying, "Hey, we're really interested in getting with you on this." So with all of that being said, and of course you need to have contracts. And so we send you a whole package, all straight from the printer, all custom, because all of these things are printed with your information, your phone number, your email address, everything is all custom printed. So between 250, $300 is what we're going to need in printing to get started for you. So as you can already see, we're not charging thousands of dollars to get started. All we need is for you to just commit to getting your printing done and go into a license agreement with us, and in about a week you're off to the races, and you're able to get started. So again, thanks for taking a look. If you have any questions at all, you're certainly welcome to get a hold of me through our website. I'm Dan Cheadle. You can also get a hold of the team leader that you're communicating with and get your questions answered. But either way, I hope that this has answered some of your questions, and I hope that this may be a good fit for you and our company, because we'd love to have you as one of our partners. Thanks for tuning in.